Shalom. Call Halal Allah Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, which means all praises to Yahweh, which is the true name of the Heavenly Father, who you people ignorantly call God, by Hashem in the name of Yahushua, which is the name of the only begotten Son, who you people ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Those are the true names of the Heavenly Father and the Son. Plus, I'm going to give a shout out to the Alchemist pushing and spreading his word throughout the four corners of the earth, who's also uplifting the names Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. Also, shalom to the Israelite foreigners, a speckled bird, man, woman, and child, whose bloodline traces back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, all forefathers. Though you may look like the heathen nations you're scattered amongst, the heathen nations are the nations starting from 2 on down. Those are the heathen nations. Also, if your lineage, your seed line goes back to these tribes on this chart through the man, and if his spirit bear witness with this word and this truth, and you can receive it to the Israelite foreigners, the speckled bird, man, woman, and child, this does apply to you. You are Israelites. Though you may look like the heathen nations you're scattered amongst due to the scattering of these people on this chart. So we look like the other nations as well. To the few Akwaf who do listen and learn, shalom to you, which is you sisters. To the elect of the nation of Israel, wherever you may be scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, who this word is going out to, shalom to you as well. To you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, as you see on this chart right here, you combine, consist, and make up the 12 tribes of Israel. You are the Hebrew Israelites, the chosen people of the Most High Yahweh and His only begotten Son, who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Once again, Yahweh Shah. And I got an article basically going in on what's going on, surrounding this whole scenario with World War III. Once again, another article, but it's concerning, prophecy in your face, but bear with me real quick. What's going on with Great Britain, okay? Let me see. Yep, I just get this article. Yep, this is The Guardian. It says Britain must prepare to fight wars without U.S. help, says Defense Secretary. And this was 3 days ago, 2 or 3 days ago, okay? So this is prophecy in your face. But it says Ben Wallace says U.S. withdrawal from international leadership under Donald Trump keeps me awake at night. Salakia. It says Britain must be prepared to fight future wars without the U.S. as its principal ally. The Defense Secretary Ben Wallace has said. Wallace said the increasing withdrawal of America from international leadership under Donald Trump meant Britain needed to rethink the assumptions underpinning its defense planning for the past decade. His warning came as Boris Johnson prepares to lead what is being billed as the deepest review of Britain's security, defense, and foreign policy since the Cold War. In an interview with the Sunday Times, Wallace said the prospect of the U.S. stepping back from its international role keeps me awake at night. I worry if the United States withdraw from its leadership around the world, which America, okay, which is Babylon the Great, according to the scriptures, is losing, okay, power, is hegemony, okay, across the world, okay. Obadiah 1 and 2 is in full effect, okay. For behold, I have made thee small amongst the heathen, and thou art greatly despised, okay. That's what's happening. America is being looked as that whore, okay, that nobody wants to touch, because America is also called the great whore, okay, the harlot, the mother of all harlots, okay. So that's what's happening, okay. That it says that will be bad for the world and bad for us. We plan for the worst and hope for the best, he said. And you Edomites, okay, which a majority of you so-called Britain, okay, you Edomites as well. We do have, Israelites that scattered amongst these heathens that do look like the heathen. But I'm talking about the pure blood heathens, okay? Especially you Edomites, okay? You don't have nothing best to worry about. Everything that's going to happen from here on out, as you see it playing out, is going to be worse for you, okay? The only people that has the best to look for are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, okay? Also, you Israelite, foreigners that look like the other nations, okay, who are our Israelites, okay? It says Wallace said Britain should use the defense review to acquire new capabilities, making it less dependent on the U.S. in future conflicts. Over the last year, we have had the U.S. pull out from Syria, the statement by Donald Trump on Iraq, where he said NATO should take over and do more in the Middle East. He said the assumptions of 2010 that were always going to be part of a U.S. coalition is really just now where we're going to be. We are very dependent on American air cover and American intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance assets. We we need to diversify our assets, okay? But they didn't mention in this article was really once Donald Trump, because this is all surrounding the killing of General Qasem Soleimani, okay, the top Iranian not government general, okay, within that region. That killing basically put the nail in the coffin for America, okay. It screwed up, its alliances with its allies, okay, and just everything, okay, sparked, more and more tensions, okay, with Iran, and it's starting to unite the people, the Iraqis, Iran, and Saudi Arabia, okay, the dragon of Arabia, like it says in Second Ezra, the 15th chapter of 36th verse, okay, that's what's happening, okay. This is Daniel's 7:19. That I would know the truth of the fourth beast, which was diverse from all the others, which is America. Okay, America is that fourth beast. Okay, and exceeding dreadful, whose teeth were of iron and his nails of brass, which devour and break in pieces and stamp the residue with his feet. And of the 10 horns that were in his head, okay, and of the other which came up, and before three whom three fell was the Spanish. You had the Spanish American War. You had, okay, the French American War. You had what? Okay, Britain, okay, in America. And that's what America came out of, Britain, okay. The 10 horns also represents the EU, because the EU, okay, and America got together and they created the Treaty of Rome, okay, during the European economic economy. I believe that was, let me look it up, the EEC. Yeah, the European Economic Community, okay? And that was brought together by, it was created by the Treaty of Rome in 57, okay? So, showing you that this is the remake or the Roman ancient pagan Roman Empire 2.0, okay? That's through today, as you know, as the EU and America. Then you have NATO, okay? America's muscle, okay? So going back, they make up this new Roman Empire, okay? So it's back today. It's just in the form of that, okay? So going back is Daniel 7. I'm gonna read it again. It says, and the 10 horns, is this it? What was that at? Yeah, this is Daniel 7:20. I'm gonna read it again. The 10 horns that was in his head, and that the other was came up, and before whom three fell, even that horn that had eyes and a mouth that spake very great things, whose look was more stout than his fellows. That's America, man. America is proud, and when it comes to America and the whole EU, including, its allies, but mainly the EU, what do you see America tell the EU what they can't do, or how they should do things, okay? Plus America, is getting the EU and its allies, okay, into a whole bunch of trouble once again surrounding this Qasem Soleimani killing. That really, okay, like I said earlier, that really drew tensions up, man. Okay? America, it's like that dude, okay? Your friend, when you go to the bar with, he gets drunk. Then he starts fights with everybody. You don't want to fight, but you gotta fight because that's your so-called friend, your ally. Okay? It's the same thing with America, man. Okay? And America's more stout, okay, than Then his fellows, man. America slapped, not too long ago, slapped sanctions on the EU, okay? For even dealing with Iran, okay? This is Daniel's, it's the second chapter. It goes into the image, okay? Let me see. Nebuchadnezzar, he had a dream, and it was being explained to him what that dream was, okay? It says, "Thou, O king, sawest, and behold, a great image. This great image, whose brightness was excellent, and stood before thee, and the form thereof was terrible. This image head was of fine gold, his breast of," and let me show you the image, okay? Was of fine gold, okay? Hold on. Let me type in Daniel's chapter. Bear with me real quick. All right, this was he was talking about. The fine gold, okay? Let me find, there's a whole bunch of them on here. Okay, here's a good one. All right, he goes in the head of fine gold. The head of gold is what? The ancient Babylonian Empire, okay? That came and that went, okay? Then the breast of silver, okay? That was talking about is the Medo-Persian Empire. That came and went, okay? It says the thigh of brass right here is Greece. That was the Greeks. That was the beginning of you Edomites basically coming, okay, into fruition. Was through the Greeks, okay? But that came and that fell. So now what came after the Greek Empire? The Roman Empire, okay? That's the legs of Iron, okay? So now that came and gone, okay? So now we in the last of the heathen rulership. And what is that? The feet of iron and clay, as I was about to read. And that's the revived Roman Empire, which is through the European Union and America, man. Okay? Rome 2.0, that fourth beast. Okay? So going back. Let me go back. Just had to get that out to, show you it. We're in the last part of the heathen ruling, okay, the earth. Okay, we're heathens being rulers, okay? And Esau, like it says, I always repeat it, 2 Ezra 6 and 7, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, okay? So, this is Daniel's 2 and 33. His legs of iron, his feet part of iron and part of clay, okay? So, it says the feet is a part iron and part clay, okay? Let me see something real quick. And why is it part iron, part clay? It's half weak and half strong. Okay? Economically, okay? This is weak now. It's economically weak now. Okay? But what's that part strong? The military. America's military, Mike, because America still has the #1 military. Okay? Let me see. It was half strong and half, powerful. Okay? So now it's Jeremiah 51. Because this is being fulfilled. Okay? This is Jeremiah 51 and bear with me while I find it. I believe it's Jeremiah 50. Could be Jeremiah 50. I think the 51st verse. Yep, Jeremiah 50. It's Jeremiah 50 and 10. I'll start at. And it says, "And Chaldea shall be a spoil, and all that spoil her shall be satisfied, said the Lord. Because ye were glad, because ye rejoiced, O ye destroyers of my heritage." And who is the main destroyer of the Lord's heritage? Which the Lord's heritage is who? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, who are the Israelites, man. You are the Lord's heritage. And who destroyed you? Okay? Esau, even so-called white man did. Okay? If you go to the curses of, real quick, Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, I believe is the 46th verse. Bear with me. Let me type in yoke of iron. I always forget what scripture is particularly at in this scripture, yoke of iron. Alright, bear with me real quick. Oh, it was the 48th verse. I figured there was one in 46. Right? This I started Deuteronomy 28 and 46. "And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for..." Actually, I started 45. "Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever." Okay? "Because thou servest not the Lord thy power with joyfulness and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things. Therefore thou shalt serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee." Okay? And if you look up yokes of iron, what you going to see? Slaves with chains around their neck. Who, okay, put chains on a certain nation of people? You Edomites. You Edomites put our people in slavery, man. And you destroyed them, man. You beat our nationality, okay, out of us. You made sure, okay, you created so-called religions like Christianity, all these other things, okay, to keep our people docile and asleep. Look up the slave Bible, okay? If you think I'm lying to you, just look it up, okay? Then you also made sure you set up, sellouts of our people to keep our people not only continually blind, okay, but you made them go off to keep them going off, because if we go off, we sin against our power, we will be in this condition that you see right now. "The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle." So that's a key sign, okay? Who used the eagle? The Edomites used the eagle, okay? "Eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand." Because we were speaking what? Hebrew, okay? Before the whole transatlantic slave trade happened. But when Esau conquered our people from the southern to the northern kingdom, okay? The southern kingdom, what do you got the southern kingdom speaking? Speaking English, okay? Then you got the northern kingdom through the Spaniards, okay, those Edomites, okay, that conquered the northern kingdom. You got them, okay, the Latin tribes speaking what? So-called Spanish, okay? So you were that nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand, okay? You've destroyed our people, okay? So let me get back to Jeremiah 50. Just had to bring that out. And 50 and 11. "Because ye were glad, because ye rejoice, O ye destroyers of my heritage." You rejoice, you Edomites rejoice, all you heathen, but you Edomites, because you're a natural born enemy. Okay, you're the number one enemy of the nation of Israel. Okay? You rejoiced at seeing our people, okay, in this destroyed state. Okay? That's why you're proud. Okay? I'm gonna read it again. "Because ye were glad, because ye rejoice, O ye destroyers of my heritage, because ye are grown fat as the heifer at grass, and at bellow as bulls." Because how did you get, okay, fat? How did you get fat in riches? How did you get in power? Okay, because you have who? The children of Israel in slavery. The whole transatlantic slave trade is how you Edomites are living the way you living. Okay, whether you like to deny it or not, because you Edomites will deny that to the end. It don't matter, because you got rich. You got in the position you are due to the captivity of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's how you grown fat, man. Okay? Your mother, and who was your mother? Okay, it's talking about Great Britain in this verse. Okay, shall be sore confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and the desert. Okay, and that's what's happening. They're confounded. They're ashamed of you, you American Edomites. Okay, they don't want to deal with you, man. Okay, this is playing out right now. The Lord, okay, is putting it in them to do that. Okay, for what you did, mainly for Yasharala, the Israelites. Because that's what this all comes back to. What you did to the Lord's people. Okay? It says, because of the wrath of the Lord shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished, and hiss at all her plagues. Okay? And that's what's happening. You had certain leaders. You had China. Okay? And you had Russia. Once they tried to stop a lot of their people from taking trips, okay, to America, okay. And it says, put your souls in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord. And that's what this is all leading to: the destruction of America, Babylon the Great, because America is going to be a land, a desert real soon. Okay? This is Revelation 17. This is all leading to the destruction of America. Okay? This is Revelation 16 or 17 and 16. And it says, and the 10 horns, the EU which thou sawest upon the beast, okay, these shall hate the whore, America, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire, man. Okay, this is what this is leading to. Okay, when the World War III happens, you're gonna have the people that's so-called allies with America. You're gonna have the people that's on the with Iran and Russia, mainly Russia. Okay, but what's gonna happen is when this war pops off and they get to fighting each other, which is gonna come, okay, something's gonna happen where these nations, which is already happening really, they all the allies of America, they're just gonna completely turn on America, and they're gonna partake in destroying America via thermonuclear ICBM thermonuclear missiles. Okay, that's gonna be the fire and brimstone that America's gonna receive, is those missiles. For Yahweh had put in their hearts to fulfill his will and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast until the words of Yahweh shall be fulfilled. Okay? So this is all the doing of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. Okay? All for the controversy of Zion, like the scriptures say. This is why this is taking place. Okay? This is why the things you're seeing going into effect is happening. Because Yahweh by Shem Yahushua is getting ready to judge the heathen. Okay? Mainly you Edomites. Okay? For what you've been doing and how you've been doing things. Okay? So, prophecy is being fulfilled. This is once again, major prophecy. That's it, Call halal Allah Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. Shalom to the elect. Yahweh Ratzah. This was edifying to the elect. Abad Babo, Abad Babo, Abad Ha Ayabia, Kwam Yasharala. Shalom to the elect once again.